Good morning, dear hearts. We are now on lesson 309. Please subscribe. And it is a lovely lesson. And just a quick reminder, today and then tomorrow after tomorrow, we go into a new section. And tomorrow's lesson, I think, is particularly apropos for what is going to be happening in the United States tomorrow. We'll get there then. But today I will not fear to look within. I will not fear to look within today. We have been told by the ego since that moment of the tiny mad idea that we are not who we really are. And the ego has set forth a real construct of an idea that we cannot possibly be the sinless, guiltless, perfect children of God. We cannot possibly be eternal. We cannot possibly be timeless and changeless. And we have on many occasions believed that. But as we are coming closer and closer to the completion of this beautiful workbook, we must accept more and more that everything that the ego has ever tried to convince us of is not real and is not true. And, we will hopefully still learn, we've been told many times, and learn and understand and accept, really, and have the willingness to accept that truth is true and nothing else is true, and everything that the ego has told us is not true. The lesson begins in the more text portion saying, "Within me is eternal innocence, because it is God's will that it be there forever and forever." So, we're going back to this idea of being afraid of my Father's will for me. But again, we must come to the point of understanding what we were told in the beginning of chapter 9. I used it earlier this last week, I guess, and will again, that, fear of the will of God is one of the strangest beliefs the human mind has ever made, not created. The human mind made this fear. And it is not real. Only what is true is real. And the fact that eternal innocence is placed within us by our Father, our celestial parent, that is true. And I, his son, his child, whose will is limitless as his own, can will no change in this. I cannot change this, even if I wanted to. Okay, and from the ego mind, I might want to, but I cannot change anything that has been created by my Father, because whatever has been created is forever, true, changeless, timeless, eternal. So there's nothing I can do to change the eternal innocence that has been placed within each and every one of us. For to deny my Father's will is to deny my own. Again, learning, that conflicting wishes cannot be my will. And my will is one with my Father's, because my will is for perfect peace, joy, and happiness. And that's what our Father wants for us as well. To look within is but to find my will as God created it and as it is. So I will not fear to look within, to discover the truth today, to discover that my Father wants only what will bring me perfect peace, joy, and happiness, and nothing else. I fear to look within because I think I made another will that is not true and made it real, yet it has no effects. Within me is the holiness of God. Within me is the memory of God, the memory of Him. How many times, and I can't count, I don't remember, but how many times have I said, this is an inside job? And it is. Within me is the holiness of God. Within me is the memory of God. Everything that is real and true is within, and there is nothing without that will ever bring me happiness, that will ever bring me my Father's will for me. Remember we had that lesson telling us back in the 70s, the lesson 70s, that, there is nothing outside of you that can cause you pain or can give you joy. But that means that everything that we truly want is already within us. So I'm not going to look outside, and I will not fear to look within. One of my Janetisms in my book of Wisdom with a Twist is I will go within so I don't have to go without. Little brain fog there for the moment. I will go within so I don't have to go without. Within me is everything. Within me is everything holy and pure and innocent and good and kind and cheerful and happy, because that is where my Father placed it. The second part of the lesson is the prayer, and it says, "The step I take today, my Father, is my sure release from idle dreams of sin. It's my sure release from insanity." That's what every idle dream has been. Insane. Your altar stands serene and undefiled. It is the holy altar to myself, my true self with a big S. And there I find my true identity with a capital I. An altar is a place in this world. It's a thing that we lay objects upon, that if we go to it, they help to remind us of our truth and of moments of love that we have had and remembrances of those who perhaps gave us those objects. But the real altar is the one that abides within us. And that altar is filled with the awareness of the truth of who we are. And when I go to that altar stands serene. It is undefiled. It is where my eternal innocence is found. And that altar, when I go there, will alter how I think of who I am. So, a little play on words there. I will not allow anything to trick me or tempt me today from finding my truth. And my eternal innocence is my everlasting acceptance of my brother and of myself. My brother is one with me, and I am one when I turn inward and I find the truth. And that is it for today. And so I hope it helped. I hope it made sense. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please smile. Please take in a deep breath and release it. It is very necessary. There has been a lot of stress, but if we go within, all of that stress will dissipate, because within us is the great peace of our Father. Namaste.